Hello Drone Racers, I'm Mark, and today on Drone Racer 101 we're going to take a look at the SpaceWolf DT140. This is one of the successors to the Furibee X140, which I've reviewed and flown several times on the channel and is a really nice quadcopter. It's super cheap, like $100, $104 I think you can get it for today. There's lots of space, there's plenty of room for a Runcam split mini stack, which I will get around to someday, maybe, unless I put it in something else. It flies a long time, it's not the fastest, but it's a fun, long-term freestyle drone. The SpaceWolf is supposed to be an upgrade to that with much more powerful components, so I'm going to find out today. So here in the box we've got two sets of props. Let's see. These are not marked, but these should be 3-inch props. The yellow are more aggressive than the orange from the looks of it. I'm guessing neither one of them are great though, but luckily 3-inch props are not expensive, so we can replace those with something else if we need to. We have a battery plate for the bottom to help hold things in place. And then the quadcopter itself. You can see we've got dual antennas, so this comes with an XM Plus with this model. It is an XT30, that's unfortunate. I prefer an XT60 even on my 3 inches, but I'm not concerned about weight so much on these. It's kind of neat, they've got it strapped in. They've been doing this a lot, I've seen this a lot. We've got a Velcro strip holding it in place. So we've got 1408 3600 kV motors, those should be nice. A faux run cam. This is the Furibee camera. These are not bad cameras in the cases that I've used them. I think that's the same camera as the X140. The frame looks the same as the X140. I think these are 3mm arms. 4-in-1 ESC. I'm a little concerned with their default zip tie placement for the antenna. That seems like it could potentially pull down in the prop, so it was pretty tight. With the XM Plus, totally flat camera angle. So the 4-in-1 ESC is 28 amps, which should be plenty for 4S on this case. VTX does have 0 milliwatts output for pit mode, 25 or 350. That's kind of an interesting combination. I think for what this is capable of, it basically means it'll do 25 milliwatts, which will be required in some places, and then 350 is just as high as it'll go. They didn't bother with 200. The stack is an Omnibus F4 version. It's an MPU 6000, which is probably good for this size. Looking up there at the VTX connections, there are only 3 wires, meaning this is going to have to be changed the old-fashioned way. But it is pretty easy to see the channels in there, so I don't think that'll be too bad of a problem. Because this already comes with an XM all wired in, I'm not going to go through and do a separate video for setup. We'll just get this connected to Betaflight, do a quick look through there, tune it a little bit if we need to, and then go fly. Okay, so it connected right up, and let's see what they have done here. We do have a UART configured. Oh wait, that says IRC tramp, but it does not wired for that. Hold on. I was mistaken. It is wired for tramp control, which is awesome. It's just moved up the rung of a ladder of how well I like this thing. So IRC tramp control is great. D-Shot 600, I am going to turn motor stop on. Tell you why in just a second. 8K, 4K over here, that looks good. Minimum arm angle, just so I'm not messing around. I like this. Oh, this is Betaflight 3.3. I didn't even notice. Good deal, yeah, since that's on. S-Bus, LED strip, air mode is not on. Anti-gravity, dynamic filters. This is a decent setup right out of the box. Go to power and battery and just turn down the warnings a little bit. I like abusing my batteries. So PID tuning, 3.8, I like that. Filters, nope, don't like that. That's a fail. Okay, so they were close. They were doing a good job. We're just gonna set all the filters. I've not flown it yet. I'm going to assume these work for me. If we get lucky, it'll be terrible and the motor bursts into flames. So I will set this to TAER for my radio. I know I'm going to need that. I'm not going to show you my radio setup in this one just so we can be quicker. So arm on aux 1, here, that there. Aux 2, those are in good places. Beeper on aux 3, no. Air mode on aux 2, I like that. That's good. That's right in the right spot that I want it. Flip over after crash on aux 4. Hey, this is really close to my default settings. OSD isn't bad. I'm going to turn off the artificial horizon because that's stupid. The only other thing I'm going to turn on is timer 1, just because that helps me sometimes be able to see, especially when I'm editing. You don't really need it, but it's handy for editing, so I'll save that. Gosh. I'm gonna fly. Oh wait, you know what? It is Betaflight 3.3. It's possible they've set it up for some of the new filtering, but I don't think so. I suppose if it flies badly, I'll come back and find out why. But now I'm gonna put props on it and just go try it. Okay, my dad's got the EV800 going so we can keep an eye on it while we go, and we're recording also, so we'll just do a quick line of sight test to make sure everything works, nothing explodes in the air. Horizon mode. Rates might be a little high, but it works. All right, come back and test rate mode just to make sure everything works. It looks like it's at least a successful flight. These are 3050 props I discovered once I opened them up. Sounds like there's a little bit of a vibration. See if we can see that in the air though. Like I said, these are not great props, but we'll try them. That's what it comes with. Okay. Ooh, a lot of shake. It's probably these props. We're only at 25 milliwatt. We'll turn that up here in a little bit. Need more camera angle, that's for sure. I guess I loosened this. Oh yeah, I had to, so just so you know, when I took this out, we first tried to fly it. It didn't work. We couldn't see the camera, so I had to adjust the angle, pull out the cord, plugged it back in, it was fine. So we had that, but now we have a very low camera angle. I'll have to come back, check that. So I don't know if these props are just terrible. Yeah, these props are a lot of noise. Oh, look at all that noise. Yeah, I gotta fix this camera angle or else we're not gonna get a real test in. 3.7 volts, we can still test this. There we go. That's better. Still terrible noise in the video. There are golfers out today. Why are they out on a nice day? What are they thinking? So I am gonna have to try other props on this because these are really bad. The tree. Okay, I've got some DYS 3045s on here now. We'll see if they do any better. It's a little smoother. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely smoother by far. Now, I don't like the range on this, so I am going to turn up the power. Still a lot of prop wash. Now we're gonna go in here to features, go to tramp, go to power and change it to, I guess, 400? It was 25,350, so I would guess 400 would crank it up. We'll see if it does or not. So we'll try again. A lot of video noise. Better signal, still not amazing, but yeah, it's way better. So that's definitely on 350 now. Yeah, because we're at 200 meters there. Do we have any golfers out? No, oh, that's just a bush. I don't think there are any on there right now. I try and avoid the golfers. And they are loving the day as much as I am. Let's not hit the tree this time. I thought we went in the water last time.
Oh, when you hit the tree?
Yeah. I thought for sure that was going to be the time. Everybody's just waiting. Like, what's going to be the time that Mark finally puts one in the water? No, not today. The control is really good. I think with some tuning, this thing could be spectacular. Well, with some tuning, it could have been spectacular. Instead, it may just be dead. I broke it. Look, which side did I hit? Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. I was gonna just put new props on it, and now they're hitting the frame. That arm is broken. That might be a benefit of being able to get individual arms. So these are 3mm arms. The thing is, the new ones, so some are coming out newer, now have 4mm arms, but they're also a solid plate on the bottom. So if I broke them, I would have to replace the whole plate. Here, I only have to replace an arm if I can get one. So if I can, I'll link that down below. I might go ahead and do that. Also ripped the stack off the screws. That shouldn't be a big deal to fix, I don't think. So if we can get that fixed, this had problems. It definitely had problems. There's no denying that. But I also think it had a lot of potential. It was just some tuning issues. For the price, it's okay. It's probably not the absolute best option. I really like that it comes with a receiver and it was already programmed for tramp on the VTX. That's really nice. I didn't like the props that it came with. They were better with these. These DYS are okay, but not great props. They're probably not quite the right ones for this, but they were what I had closest at hand, so I decided to give them a shot. And there was a marked improvement with it. It's not quite everything I hoped and dreamed it would be. It's got maybe the best name out there. So it's a good but not amazing model. It is also only the second frame I have ever broken. So there's something to be said for that, but I smacked that tree pretty hard, so I guess it is what it is. If you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below and let me know, is this one still worth it, or do we just move on straight to the X140 Pro, which I've got, or the DT160, which I've got to review? Both which have those thicker arms I was talking about, but not nearly as cool of a name. So until next time, remember,
the worst thing that could happen to this is it shatters in thousands of pieces.